Thank you for choosing our Patio Heat channel. I'm Steve. We provide tips and information to extend the enjoyment of your patio project. Our videos give you a knowledgeable overview prior to investing in your outdoor heating equipment. Whether you are a professional or owner builder, we provide specific details for optimum heat coverage for your application. Post a comment or question, or for developed visual designs, send your request into designs@patioheat.com. We're here to work with you. For over 30 years, patio heating is the bedrock of our business, expressing what works best. Now let's get heating. Okay, let's go right into the overall dimensions on this plan here. So overall dimensions I have is 47 feet, 1 inch from this edge here to this edge here. And then I have 34 and 1/4 from here to here. Also 16 foot 10 here to the outside edge over here. And then also we have this portion 16 feet 10 inches from the outer edge to the outer edge. We have a dining space here. We have a bar stool seating area over here, and then just reclining space over here. There is a sliding door that comes out over here, a few windows, and we also have a ceiling height of 11 feet off the finished floor. All right, so let's go ahead and just turn that off for right now and look at some options. Now, this is the option that the client themselves had made, and I want to show that yes, it would work. They did mention that they can redesign the ceiling structure, for structural integrity on the top here. So I want to show that the only thing I really see that I didn't like is the distances between these two units right here. Other than that, I think it looks pretty good. It meets all clearances. So if you looked at clearances below the heater, we need 18 inches from the edge of the heater itself, not the flush mount. And by the way, these are 6,000 watt flush mount units. So 6,000 watt 240 volts at 25 amps a piece. But yes, you need 16 inches from this edge here to the outside edge over here. And same with, over here, but everything looked fine as far as that is concerned. 18 inches rather, from this edge here to the outer edge over here. So would this work? This would work probably just fine. We have 2 units over here, and this would heat up this space just fine as well. Let's go ahead and turn off the clearances and look at the footprint of heat. So you can see here that we're heating up this seating position here fairly decent, I should say, actually very well, and that would be fine. Over here, this is bar stool seating height, and you can see how the ray is coming up to the edge over here. You would definitely want a control system, especially for these 2 units right here, so that you could dim these down when this bar stool seating area is used with a 6,000 watt. But you also want that 6,000 watt probably on full most of the time at the 11 feet off the finished floor for this seating position over here. And again, on these 2 heaters here, I'd probably just move them a little bit further in something of that nature, so that you're getting a nice crossover ray between the 2 heaters. So if that's possible, that's probably what I would do. And I'm going to go ahead and put those back for right now. And now let's just go ahead and look at what I kind of like a little bit better and would be my recommendation. So let's go right into that. And what that is using 4 units. Now I'm not sure if there's going to be a structural beam that comes across right here, but this is something that if there's not a structural beam and the ceiling joists are going parallel with the heaters themselves on this particular position, then this is how I would recommend them. Let's go ahead and look at the distances I have from each other. Let me go ahead and click on this real quick. Here we go. So here we have this particular unit, and these are based off of the center point of the structure itself. And let's see if I can grab that. And you can see we have it at 8 feet center to center. And then from this point here to the center point over here, I have those at 11 feet, I believe. Yes, 11 feet. And we'll go ahead and show that. And then now let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat for this particular area. You can see here we're covering a little bit more of the bar space over here, and we're getting a little bit more throw over here. Could you move these heaters a little bit closer to the right side, these two units? Yes, you could. But just in case the sitting position comes out a little bit further than I have here, I would probably place them on that 11-foot throw. And let's go ahead and take one more measurement from the edge of the patio here and see how far that is here. So I have it roughly 8 feet off, 8 feet off the edge of this side over here. Other than that, I like this a little bit better. This distance apart, this direction here, and the layout between these two heaters here, if that's possible. So let's go with that for right now. And again, having a control system is something that you definitely want for, especially for bar stool seating height, because you're much higher up than normal seating height, and you'll feel much warmer sitting like this. So the other thing I did over here is, yes, you could use the two that they had originally, but just in case you had a event that you were going to, move the seating positions or widen the seating positions, I kind of like the idea of having a third unit in here. So I have this centered within this span from here to here, and then these units I believe are at 8 feet again. Let's just double check that. Actually 9 feet center to center, and you could probably move them up to 8 feet center to center, but 9 feet actually will work because you got a nice overlap ray over here. Again, these are 6,000 watt units, and I think that's about it. The footprint of heat going this direction is very good. So yeah, this would be probably my preferred. Now, obviously, if you were not to use the three, whoops, let's not do that. The 3 units, I'm going to go ahead and delete this one for right now. And you can see that, if this one was turned off, even if it was there, you're not heating up the position quite properly. So, you'd have to either be okay with moving the table a little bit over and using the 2 units, or going back to the original design that they had originally made, which was the 2 units that I had showed earlier. Let me go ahead and put that back on so we can see that. So that would be this here, and this would be very good as well. And by the way, yes, you could, move this seating position here for different events. You can move it. This is roughly 3 feet, and you can add another maybe 4 feet of additional seating over here for larger events. But again, I like the 3 units that I showed before. So all right, well, I think that's about it. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve, and please tap that like button, ask any questions you want, and make any comments. That really helps our channel out. We really appreciate you doing that, and I thank you very much. Have an excellent day.